Yeah, they're agile, you know.
So interesting matchup here.
Those weight are not fats, you know.
It's muscle.
Muscle mass, you know.
Muscle. But for muscle to be in motion, it requires that much of cardio activity,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know,
Balance.
it's not easy. So there's a lot of work that goes into it.
See both sides. The height, yeah, is almost identical. Yeah.
Well matched, and I'm sure they're very well acquainted with each other's styles of Silat.
Oh, they know each other.
So here we launch into a very special match. We did mention this earlier for you. It could very well have been one of the VIP matches yesterday. This is a seasoned performers we're looking at.
Bagi pesilat merah dan biru, mereka antara pesilat yang tidak asing lagi dalam dunia silatnya. Sheikh Alauddin, Sheikh Farhan bin Sheikh Alauddin ya, adalah juara dunia. Dia bertemu dengan Robial ya, Muhammad Robial. Muhammad Robial juga adalah antara pesilat yang top di dunia ya. Jadi pertandingan ini akan mempersembahkan teknik-teknik yang sungguh menarik ya. Mudah-mudahan kita dapat lihat pertandingan yang mantap daripada kedua-dua pesilat ini.
So rightfully pointed out by Roz, these two lads, of course, not only well acquainted with each other, it's also the Silat federations of each of the countries also very well acquainted with these lads. And that's the first drop. Sheikh Farhan does well here to hold on, but it was Mohammad Robial who did pull in the points first with his strikes.
Yeah.
Good comeback from Sheikh Farhan. Time and time again we've seen how important those drops are. There's one thing that I did notice very clearly, which stands out for me, about the Sheikh Alauddin's lads. They have a very unassuming stance compared to, a lot of the other competitors.
Yeah.
It's a very, just wait and watch kind of easy stance. But I'm beginning to think that also gives them a certain level of control over movement. And it's difficult for the opponents to read those movements. So it's 5-2. No bad blood between these two lads. They are, as we did speak about them, they know each other well. They're healthy competitors. And Sheikh Farhan, well, just more grounded on his feet.
Yeah.
And that's been the difference between these two lads from the start of this match.
They have respect for each other. That's very important, you see.
So end of round one, and the level of professionalism can be seen through the points.
Yeah.
You're not looking at 30 points
crazy
and
point,
20 points. You're looking at 5 and 2 here. That's how close matches like this are.
It's hard to get points when your opponent is, very good defensively and very well versed in Silat movement. For you to break their defense is, is difficult.
And the stronger an exponent of Silat you are, the more you tend to be able to use your mind in the actual match.
Yeah.
You won't unnecessarily
do mistake. Yeah.
Make mistakes or launch attacks.
Any mistake you make will be punished. So they are very, very careful and calculated.
The counter attacks really do stand out with this level of Silat practitioners. So into round two. It's been a good start with round one. Oh, that is a forceful drop. Well read, well picked out by Sheikh Farhan. And that's just one of the things that I was thinking of earlier. Mohammad Robial just tends to be a little bit more, well, lighter on his feet, while Sheikh Farhan tends to be a bit more grounded.
You know, for the Robial to enter the defense, he need to, you know, think and think and think and think, you know.
He's going to have to rely on punches and
because
contact.
You carry your leg, he will catch your leg. You're going to fall. You know? So for you to kick, you must be absolutely sure it will enter the defense. Then he will carry his leg.
And that you can pull back.
If not, he catch your leg and you're done for.
I think he's kind of realized that a little bit.
He's using his hand more, right?
Which is why he's starting to rely more on his hand movements. And is that going to be disputed? Certainly looks like it. I think Sheikh Farhan was just complaining about a knock to his face earlier. So currently it stands that Sheikh Farhan is on 10 while Mohammad Robial is on 5. It's been, well, smooth sailing till now.
Yeah.
And I think that decision too will be taken into account quite fast. So
valid drop for the red corner.
And the Malaysian Tigresses, getting a good view of the activity. They did perform, you know, in the early part of the day. Gave us a wonderful showing as well. So here's Mohammad Robial climbing back into it. Sheikh Farhan currently on, still in the lead. Round 2 will tell us pretty much the story of what to expect in round 3. How crafty is that? How very crafty is that from Sheikh Farhan? He's managed to, well, turn things around a couple of times over. Now doubling that points lead, and that's so important coming towards the end of round 2. He's going to set himself into a bit of a solid position before they can get into the next round. And once again, Mohammad Robial just unable to get him off his feet. And I just believe that what he was doing in the earlier part of round 2, where he was using his hands more for the attack, and that would have been just a safer area for him to play within. So end of round 2, and you think this is a healthy enough lead for Sheikh Farhan?
Yeah, because you can see both round 1 and round 2 low scoring, you know. And for him to have this kind of lead is quite a task for the Malaysian athlete to cover back, you know.
So he's got 11 points to equalize and avoid any attacks from Sheikh Farhan. It's going to be interesting, and that's, you know, the Malaysian coach, of course, having a quick word with him. You get the view that the Malaysian coach is a lot more easier to deal with and less stern than some of the other coaches.
They're one of those uncle, you know.
Just seems a lot kinder. Well, so much that, you know, the Silat actually learns from the coach. And it's not just about fighting, but it's also all those values, you know, how to deal with stress, how to deal with certain situations.
Just carry yourself in certain dignity, you know.
Absolutely. And one thing that I've learned, you know, with watching most of the Silat battles since yesterday, how important is it to read your opponent and then to change your strategy?
Yeah.
And the ones who failed to do that are the ones who actually lost out. So as we get ahead after this amazing match, it's going to be the ladies back in action. And would that be sweat, a bit of perspiration, or water?
Yeah. Sometimes when they have the breaks between the rounds, they drink. You see the vest is all wet. They drink the water. That bit of water need to be wiped off. You know?
Okay. So it's,
Because
they definitely don't want it to be slippery.
yeah, it can be dangerous. You know?
So into round 3, and this is a crucial one. If there's anything that Mohammad Robial can pull back, it'll have to be within this time, because SHEIK Farhan still very healthy lead. He's kept that 11-point lead. Both athletes here striking, and he's managed to land a strong kick. And this is what we saw earlier as well. I think highlighted by you, Ross, that Mohammad Robial, when he does kick, there's 8 out of 10, there's a chance that his leg will be grabbed. But for SHEIK Farhan, it's the other way around. He's extremely quick.
Yeah.
He does land the kick and draw back very quickly.
Now he's just doing the punching, you know?
Well, he does know that it can be, well, just the tide would turn against him if he attempts too many kicks and gets caught. I've also noticed the ability to keep his feet a little more firmly planted on the ground. He's changed his stance a little bit, Mohammad Robial.
Yeah. But I think it's a little bit too late, you know? It's because the gap is
10 points. It's huge.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's huge. And these points don't come easy.
But if you depend on punches to get 10 points, it's quite another 2 points. See, you look away a second and boom,
And that's
kick.
it.
He just
And he's fast, SHEIK Farhan.
The red corner just turned a little bit, and there you go, 2 points.
Well, that's double the points, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
It's been a very, very clear win. I would say a comfortable win for SHEIK Farhan, because he kept those points coming at regular intervals.
Yeah.
Did not have a flash of points and then, draw back. But he's been very consistent. And these two lads, they're not just good competitors, they're good friends as well. They've enjoyed the match, and we have as well. So you want to tell us the result,
Let's
Ross?
give it up for your winner from the blue corner, Singapore.
Keputusan memihak kepada pesilat dari sudut biru, SHEIK Farhan, ya. Kemenangan yang agak selesa, ya. Dalam keadaan